Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Charlevoix Raider Varsity Boys Basketball Home Opener here in the house that Haskey built. Shane Smith, Eric Huffman, and special camera ladies Izzy Green-Sky and Mary Crockett bringing this one to you live today as we're just about ready to get underway here with the home opener for the boys varsity basketball season. In about 3 minutes, they're hosting Gaylord. They're starting off with the gauntlet of two Class A teams Charlevoix has so far. It was a close game last week that we were at in Petoskey. 42-39 was the final score there, 3-point differential. So Charlevoix looking to come off of that close loss here and make a big statement win against Class A Gaylord here.
Yeah, Shane. Again, talking about the last game with Petoskey, too, Charlevoix built up an 11-point lead and were up by 10 at halftime. Don't know if it was whatever second half talks, what happened with Petoskey or whatnot. They were able to come back and take a lead, and Charlevoix just wasn't able to muster enough of a comeback. I know they had a chance to, I think it was tie it just before the end of the game, and they missed a nice easy bucket, so it ended up being the 3-point difference. But again, another Class A school, and we watched a nice, fun JV game too, up and down the court. Gaylord ended up winning that game 65-47.
Now that score sounds big, close to a 20-point differential, but it was a good competitive outing by the Raiders and that JV squad, most of which we were making note of earlier, Eric. All youngsters, almost every single one of them on that team are freshmen, whereas they were going against sophomores on that Gaylord JV squad. So, ladies and gentlemen, you hear a big differential. It was a pretty good outing still by these JV folks.
Yeah, a good effort by the Charlevoix JVs tonight. I'll give a shout out to number 0, Carter Greenacre. There in the second half, hit some threes, got some momentum going. I know it was like a 20-point difference at one time. Charlevoix had a nice little run there. Got it down to 15 or 13 or something like that. Had Gaylord calling a couple timeouts, and nice effort. Charlevoix did not give up until it hit triple zeros. They played a nice hard-fought game all game long. And granted, the score didn't work out for them tonight, but something to hang their head on as far as the effort.
Yep. Well, we're excited to see how this goes. This is your Jimmy John's pregame show. They're our big all-game sponsor today, as they're our main sponsor now. Next Level Broadcasting, we cover Gaylord St. Mary football and Gaylord St. Mary basketball as well. So they're one of our big sponsors all year long. And with Gaylord coming over here, they are our big sponsor for tonight. So we'll be giving them some live reads and some love on air later on. We've got just about a minute to go here until kickoff. And Charlevoix got a nice-sized student section here.
Yep.
The home opener.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Gaylord, too, this is their first game of the year, Charlotte. Obviously, 4 games under their belt. Gaylord,
I hope he plays really good.
In the second round of districts last year, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see. I know they lost a ton from football this year.
Yep.
So I'll be curious to see how they are loaded for basketball for their first game.
Well, if you're a Gaylord fan, you're hoping that they're loaded for bear. If you're Raiders, you're hoping that you've got a good bear trap set for them. So we'll see how it goes here. 30 seconds away from the national anthem.
Yeah, a few names that you will hear tonight from us for Charlevoix for sure. Ryan Pearl had a nice game against Petoskey along with Logan Watkins and Joe Gaffney, your name you'll hear quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, you got Matthew Vanderveer, big player there on the Gaylord side. Colin Peel, Carter Slazak, many gentlemen there on the Gaylord side of the ball. So we're going to step aside here and bring it down to our floor audio for our national anthem here and be back on the other side of this.
Oh, say can you
Well, I tell you what, Eric, it is always a special treat to have a member of the high school population come out and sing the national anthem. We haven't been treated with that in a long time, and what a great job there by Alessandro Jest.
Absolutely. Nice job.
So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, give a good round of applause at home one more time to that young lady down there. A magnificent job on the national anthem. And we'll get into our starting lineups. First off with Gaylord.
Junior, number 5, Kale
Got
Deere.
junior, number 5, Kale Deere.
Junior, number 12,
Another junior, number
Grayson
12.
Glazier.
That'll be number 13, Grayson Glazier.
Senior, number 2, Connor Fake.
It is number 12 on his jersey, so I'll have to make that correction.
Okay. Got senior number 2, Connor Fake.
Caden Keck.
Senior number 11, Caden Keck.
And senior number 13, Noah Vanderveer.
And senior number 13, Noah Vanderveer. My gosh, I can't wait to make all these corrections on the score sheet.
Now, the starting lineup for your hometown Charlevoix Raiders.
Eric, I'm going to let you take over on the Raiders for a second.
You got it. As you're making your Gaylord corrections.
Ryan Pearl.
Number 0, Ryan Pearl, starting off for the Raiders tonight.
We're in the deuce, number 2, Vitaly Collins.
Next up, number 2, Vitaly Collins.
Number 4, Logan Watkins.
Number 4, Logan Watkins, next up for your Raiders.
5, Joe Gaffney.
Next up, number 5, Joe Gaffney.
And number 11, Jackson.
And rounding out the starting lineup for your Charlevoix Raiders tonight, number 11, Jackson Krause.
The head coach of the Raiders is Anthony Troshak. He's assisted by Cody Green, Jacob Hunt, Joe Solomon, John Pearl, and Coach Sim. Tonight's Raider managers of the game are Grayson Krause, Julius Chess, and Matthew McClear. We'd also like to provide a proper Charlevoix welcome to tonight's game officials. Let's treat them with respect and dignity, as without them this contest would not be possible. Tonight's officials are Dave Kuznecki, Gordy Richardson, and Charlie Stiver.
As we get ready for a tip-off, Gaylord's JVs did a nice job with their man-to-man defense, giving good space. Charlevoix did too. Again, Charlevoix or Gaylord just had, I think they're a little older and just had a little bit more talent on the JVs tonight. More sophomore loaded, more freshmen on the Charlevoix team. Here we go with the tip-off for the varsity game. Deer's got it on the wing. Take it over to Glazier. Shot is up, tipped around, and then tipped in. Looks like a hand, both the hands of a Gaylord and a Raider player got on that one. 2 points for Gaylord, 2-0. Get started. Ryan Pearl going to try up the middle. Gets kickoff out to the wing. Gaffney with it on top of the key. Pearl going to pull it from the elbow. Nice shot in for 2. 2-2 starting the game. Nice active hands by Joe Gaffney up here on the point guard. A little action down there on the wing.
Foul, 13, Noah Vanderveer. Here's first, team's first.
And we got our first foul of the game on number 13. Noah Vanderveer. Gaylord on the rebound. Up the right side. Skip pass over to Glazier. Up the top of the key.
Yeah, now we've got Glazier back at the top here, working against Logan Watkins. Thank you.
There's our man.
Thank you, Eric, for taking over for me for a minute. We had some technical problems there. Got them figured out. We had a faulty cord going into our camera, so hopefully we got that switched out and taken care of. Eric's the man being able to take over, that's for sure. So here we go. The Raiders down by 2, 4-2. Just about 2 minutes gone by so far. Jack Gaffney taking over. trying to work his way inside. Gets it back over to Ryan Pearl, and the floater.
Yeah,
in.
nice feed, nice floater down low by Pearl.
So with that, tie ball game, 4 apiece. Gaylord getting things going again in the paint. That one up and away, no good.
Yeah, good job going straight up by Kraus there. Good job securing the rebound by Charlevoix.
Kraus against Keck. Kraus won that one. That will remain Raider ball. Keck had his paw on it.
Yeah, right idea. Defender was right there. Could have pulled that one back, stirred up an offense, but not a bad look.
Ryan Pearl taking care of the inbound duties here. Gets it off to Joe Gaffney. Around the top we go, staring down Glazier. Back over to Collins, now to Pearl. 5:27 to go here in the first period. 4-4 game. Tally Collins working his way inside, found a lane, gets it back outside to Watkins. Now to Pearl again. Didn't like that opportunity, too much against him there with Glazier. And we've got a scrum. Gaylord comes away with it. Jump ball coming up here, possession arrow, sticking with Charlevoix.
You know, granted they didn't get anything out of that and they kept possession, but already when I'm seeing the difference, the first period from this game to their first game last week is a lot more action down at the offensive end. Some weaving, some screening, attacking the basket.
Joe Gaffney bringing things back to the Raiders' side of the court to Vitaly Collins now. She works, dishes that one over to Pearl. Goes for the floater, up and in.
Yeah, another nice shot. That must be his spot right there by the elbow.
Hey, if that's his spot, we'll take it. 6-4 is now the score. Raiders on top. 4:50 to go in the first period. Back around to Glazier. Looking for somebody. Finally gets it off to Cale Deer. That one tipped by a Raider.
Nice hedge on the screen and good active hands to deflect that pass.
Good job by Keck to gain things back up. Not able to get the shot in, and his opposing number 11, Kraus, takes it back the other way.
Nice
with
rebound
Watkins
and quick
now.
outlet.
Collins working the baseline.
Ooh,
shoves that
right
one back
idea.
out. Through the legs of Pearl and back the other way. Connor fake, taking it all the way, no good. And that'll be a foul here against the Raiders.
Yeah, they'll just call for the call will just be for Gaffney being underneath him and rebounder almost kind of being undercut. That's probably what they're calling on that.
Okay. Now we saw Gaffney with a very clean game last week. He did not have a foul until about the 4-minute mark left in the game. As the Blue Devils take a timeout here. Eric, this will give us the first moment here, about 4 minutes through the game so far. The Raiders up 6-4. Just a brief discussion about what we're seeing with the Raiders so far. Things we're liking especially on the defensive side of the ball.
They're doing everything with a purpose.
Yeah.
I guess if I was going to pick a key, not quite 4 minutes into the game. Again, going back to the Petoskey game, there wasn't enough purpose. Again, it could have been first game jitters or whatnot. I mean, we talk about that a lot already. But everything's been done with a purpose. Active hands on defense and active on the offensive end, setting some screens, looking for the open guy coming off the screens, driving towards the basket and seeing if there's a dump-off pass, too. You can tell they've really put some time in, and probably looks like they looked at some good film, too, from the Petoskey game.
Yeah. All right, so with that, coming out of this timeout, Blue Devils will have the ball off of a Joe Gaffney foul, 4:20 to go in the first period. Raiders again with that 2.6-4 lead. Taking care of the inbound duties is Cale Deer. Gets that one off quickly to Keck. And back up top we go. Now in the corner is Deer. Too much opposition there. Gets it back up top to Fake, working against Gaffney, all he can handle. And back around to Keck we go. And a good steal there by the Raiders. Taking it right back, though, by Glazier. And the Blue Devils will have a moment to reset some things.
Good hands, good communication.
Keck and Kraus. Back around to Fake we go. Fake dishes that one back up top to Glazier. And again, Gaylord taking a moment to reset. Over 30 seconds on this position alone. Up and away, no good. Well short there on the three-point shot.
Nice
Gaffney
defensive stand by the Raiders that time.
Gaffney spins his way out, back to Kraus, now to Collins. He drives all the way in.
Nice show and go.
There you go.
Yeah, offered that ball up, and the defender got up out of his position, and he was able to get the drive on that. Nice job.
Raiders starting this game a very similar fashion to how they did against Petoskey. Currently up 4, 8-4. Glazier working his way around. 3 minutes here in the first period. Flings that one back over to Keck. Up and in. Glazier fights for that one and wins, gets the 2.
Yeah, good bucket. He's lucky he didn't get an and one off of that, too. Kraus was kind of jumping up and down and giving him body also.
Joe Gaffney to Vitaly Collins, back to Pearl now. Swinging around the top of the arc so far. Back to Gaffney. Wanted to take that 3. No good. To Collins from the corner, just off the heel. Kraus tried to pick that one up. Ryan Pearl comes away with it. And now Gaffney for the long ball. That one well short off the front.
Still good ball movement and a good shot before the Gaffney shot. And why not check that one time? I know he tried a couple from that distance last week, too.
Yep. Once you get hot, sometimes you'll get hot. You don't know whether you're hot or not till you try. Here we go, around to fake once again, working his way in against Watkins. And should be a trap. No.
The only catch is if you're not hot, don't try it too often, or else
That's
you have
true.
to come sit down.
Yep.
Yep.
Coming into the game now, Caven Cole, as well as 32, Carter Slezak, who is 33 in our program. Another change we'll have to make. Boy, I love that. Nothing like confusing the announcers with having wrong names and numbers together. And that'll be a turnover right back from the Raiders into the Blue Devils' hands.
Into the game for Gaylord, 23.
Yeah, coming in now is 23, Ethan Kent. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm going to go off my sheet anymore. I think you have all the corrections on yours.
Well, I hope so. I don't know.
We'll have to go down and check the scorebook at halftime.
Just start calling numbers here before long. So number 12, who we think's Grazier, back around now. And newcomer, Caven Cole. That is a correct number and name combo there in our sheet, so we like that. And in for 2 is Ethan Kent.
Yeah, nothing Pearl could do there. He just had to keep his position. Hope he missed it.
Gaylord tying things back up here. 1:18 to go in the first period, 8 apiece. And we've got our first foul here against Gaylord. Apologize, second in this period, with Ian Moran coming into this game here just a moment ago.
Yeah, he had body all over, and he was wearing his jersey.
2 fouls for Gaylord, 1 for Charlevoix so far in this period. 1:14 to go. Pearl with a high flyer to Gaffney. Dishes that one back out to Moran. Doesn't like that. Gets it back to Pearl, and the key, and that one bounces right off Moran's feet and into the hands.
Could have been a nice
Keck.
give and go. Yeah, I just need a little bit better pass on that.
Up and away, the long 3. That one air balls its way in front of the basket, and the Raiders will take it right back over.
Kind of like the same at the other end. What happened with Gaffney? He was just trying it out.
And speaking of Gaffney, here we go, taking across the timeline. Good job by our camera lady and her assistant, Easy Green Sky, and Mary Crockett. Thank you, guys. And another turnover here, right back to the hands of the Blue Devils. That'll go to Carter Slezak, working the baseline. Back around to Caven Cole. No good there. Up top. And off the heel on that shot. Raiders, another good defensive stand
Good help
here.
defense by the Raiders that time.
Gaffney working on his way all the way in. And that'll be a foul.
Probably get him with the body again.
And that'll be against Grayson Glazier. Okay, I do have that marked correctly in the sheet. You never know with how this roster is from Gaylord. 17 seconds to go here in the period. Tie ball game, 8 apiece. Good defensive battle to start. Gaffney buried in the corner, trying to work his way out of it against Glazier. Running out of time, 6 seconds to go. Logan Watkins open, and the 2.
Nice find. He gets spun around and used the defense.
That was a good
Use the
heave.
defensive leverage to spin away from him and get that left-handed layup. Nice job.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, that will leave us time here to take our first commercial break. We will be back in about 60 seconds after word from our sponsors. Stay tuned.
Charlevoix State Bank was founded in 1994 to provide exceptional local service to our northern Michigan community. With 6 locations in Charlevoix, East Jordan, Boyne City, Ellsworth, and Beaver Island, we're here to make banking easy, right here in your neck of the woods with people you know. Charlevoix State Bank believes in the positive lessons of high school athletics and is a proud sponsor of tonight's game.
Business owner, you learn to wear a lot of hats. The custodian hat, the IT hat, and well, the you should have called a professional hat. Auto Owners takes care of your business insurance, so you can take care of everything else. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
And as we come back into this one, about ready to begin the second period, the Raiders coming out of their timeout with our sideline camera there. Just about ready to get our second period underway.
Yeah, just a reminder to the folks, too, don't forget to reach out on the YouTube live chat. Get something out there. If we can, if we see it, we'll get an announcement out there as much as possible. You got Joe Fraley says, Coach Anthony is #1.
All right. Yeah, we love giving shout-outs. You know, let us know who you're watching for, where you're from, all that good stuff, any extra information that you have. We'd love to hear from you. It's like adding a second layer to our broadcast here this evening.
Yeah, if you're watching any other or checking out any other games, some score updates would be great, too.
Yeah, that's right. And there we go. 2 points back on the board there for Gaylord, so we switch our cameras there. So a tie ball game, 10 apiece.
Just lost the handle on that one.
Yep. Nearly lost it there. Nice poke by Ryan Pearl and a good turnover here back in the hands of Ian Moran. Taking it coast to coast. Not able to get the easy puppy there and back the other way.
Yeah, it's one of those things when you go in straight and you almost have to turn, it almost becomes a hook layup because you went in straight. You need to take that little bit of an angle when you go up.
Okay. And the long ball, no
Unless you're
good
gonna
there
dunk it.
from Connor Fake. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is good advice from our coach in residence here this evening as Eric Huffman joins us here in Next Level Broadcasting. Does an excellent job game in and game out, bringing us lots of great insights. Fake off to Kent. No good there once again. The good rebound, though, by Slezak. Not able to get that one to fall in either. And it'll be right back into the hands of the Raiders as Moran ties a shoot.
Yeah, they're fortunate on that one. Just active hands, not getting bodies on people. You have to watch that as the game goes on. Make sure you're getting position when the shot goes up. You know, go make contact and then go get the ball.
10-10 game right now. Ryan Pearl
careful of the hand check there on the top.
gets that one off to Gaffney, floats that one up, falls off the front, and away we go with Keck and company. Fake hands that one off and falls in. Nice job there.
Yeah, good
with Ethan
baseline
Keck.
drive of the reverse. Yeah, you can't celebrate too much. Quick inbounds and down the court for Charlevoix.
Yeah. And a three-point up and away by Collins. No good. Kraus on the rebound and the cleanup. Tie ball game, 12 apiece.
And good effort by Kraus.
Yep. And we need his height on this team, that's for sure. 5:45 here in the first half. Once again, a very strong defensive battle. Only 24 combined points between the two teams. Kraus there tagged with the last touch on the ball, so will remain with the Blue Devils.
Yeah, the thing I'm looking for on Charlevoix's end with the man-to-man, they are overplaying the court side and giving up the baseline a lot. I don't know if it's part of their scheme. I'm looking for a double-team man-to-man or if it's just something they're giving up and need to fix.
Well, we'll see how that works out here. With Keck working his way inside against Kraus, and that will fall short. Kraus wins that battle and gets the rebound. Watkins driving all the way to the basket. Gets that one knocked away, regains it, shoves it back up top now to Kraus, and the Raiders reset.
Might have been able to go up and get a foul on that because he had him out of position. Wide open for the shot and the three, though.
Falls a little bit short. Kraus there for the rebound. And that foul will go against number 4, Caven Cole. Ball remaining with the Raiders.
First quarter, checking in for Gaylord, 12. Grayson Glazier, 13. Noah Vanderveer.
Coming in for Gaylord now, 12, Grayson Glazier, and 13. Make that last correction, Noah Vanderveer. Watkins trying again, 15-footer, no good, knocked away. Vitaly Collins wins. Great rebounding so far by the Raiders in this game, although you get little errant passes like that every now and then.
Yeah, instead of the skip pass, just find the guard and let's reset.
The floater up and away, no good. Kraus again on the rebound. Give him a gold star so far tonight. Gaffney driving in with the one hand, no good. Kraus wins the rebound battle again and cleans it up once more.
Gaffney and Kraus putting in the work right now.
Yeah, they are. 14-12, a very tight game. Connor Fake working that one all the way in, gets the ball stuck. I love that. So that'll go against Ryan Pearl here. A foul on him, his first. Team's first of the period. So that'll bring up our first free throw opportunity with Connor Fake. Up and away, no good.
Into the game for the Blue Devils, 5, Cale Deer.
Coming in now for the Blue Devils. Back again, Cale Deer, number 5 there on your screen. Fake 1 for 2 there. 1 point, 14-13 game, 4:20 here in the first half. Kraus loads up for a 3, drains it. All right.
Kraus has the hot hand right now.
That's right.
He'd be my get from the cow that's giving milk person right now.
Yeah, I'd have to say so as he opens this up to a 4-point game. Ties for the largest lead that either team has had so far. We've got a jump ball scenario down there on the floor. Raiders get the possession. Raiders playing a very tough physical game right now, and so far it's working out in their favor.
Lots of energy tonight so far.
Yeah. Ian Moran back in now for the Raiders, giving Collins a good rest on the bench.
See if they go back to Kraus again.
Watkins to Kraus at the top. Moran, nice pass inside to Watkins. Back up top we go. 3:45. Gaffney swings that one back out, intercepted by Vanderveer.
Yeah, they had started running a good set and then got out of it and just tried to do something on their own and ended up with the turnover and give up the bucket the other end.
Good answer back there by Connor Fake. Back to a 2-point, 17-15 game. Gaffney working his way inside. Spins around. Spins again. Cannot find it. Kraus cleans it up.
Yeah, Gaffney just trying to go one-on-one right now, and he's got his buddy Kraus to follow him in for that rebound and putback.
That is a good 1-2 duo on this team right now, let me tell you. And that's a step out of bounds. Yep.
Yeah, you could almost go so far as to just clear. You could put one on the opposite block, one on the elbow, one in the opposite wing or the corner, and just do a one-on-one screen and roll on the other side and just see what happens. Let those two just play for a while.
Well, play for a while they are. Doing a great job so far. Back to a 4-point, 19-15 lead. 3 minutes just about exactly to go here in the first half. It's been close, though. No team has had more than 4 points this entire game. Vitaly Collins works the way to the baseline and kicked away there by Keck, taking it all the way to the other end. Easy layup for 2.
Good hesitation.
19-17, 2:37 to go in the first.
Seemed like a fast first half for you?
Yeah, it does. Oof. Lots of action here. I'm loving it. Kraus working his way, gets it back off to Ryan Pearl for the 3. That one will be just off the front of the rim.
Not a bad shot to take, like you heard me say hit it, because that's one I would add him take too.
Good valiant effort there to try and save the possession by Bryant. That'll go out of bounds off of his hand as he scatters across the floor. Gaylord keeps it.
Ian Moran subbed out for the Raiders.
Yeah. back in for him. .215 here. Coming around, big three,
Yeah, catch and
falls
shoot, nice
in
shot.
by Gaylord. And
Is that their first lead?
no, they had one at the very beginning of the game.
Okay.
Yep. 20-19. Vitaly Collins trying everything he can. Draws the foul there.
Foul before the shot. Should
Yep.
be on the floor.
So that'll fall on 5 Gaylord, his first, team's second so far in this period. Watkins taking care of inbound duties for the Raiders. Gets that one off to Kraus. Working against his opposing number 11, Keck. Trying to find his way to the basket. He does. Left it wide open.
Kraus.
Okay. And that's how you take the lead, ladies and gentlemen.
Again, and now, and see, the defense is starting to get frustrated too. You just got to keep going back to that.
Charlevoix doing a nice job of having their way so far with the big Class A Gaylord. Driving the baseline, Keck back up to
Again, another
Vandermeer.
baseline give up. You get some help, but then the help's not until underneath the basket. You almost need to start cutting off that baseline.
Back and forth, 1 point lead, 22-21 now in favor of Gaylord. Minute 15 to go in the first half.
Yeah, they're starting out with like a 5 out or a 4 out, 1 in, and they either have 1 in for some screens or they're doing some weave action, setting screens on the outside too. And it's been working well. See, another nice layup. Nice job by Ryan Pearl. Good find by Gaffney.
That's right. Raiders again with a 1 point lead. I got to tell you, Eric, these are my favorite type of games right here where it's a bit of a chess match, back and forth lead changes all game long. Gaylord goes for the long 2-pointer, no good. Back into the hands of Pearl and the Raiders. 45 seconds in the first half.
Yep, good job finding the guard. See what you got. Nice drive with the middle.
Watkins just not able to connect on that one. Gaylord takes it back over. Keck versus Kraus. Keck works his way in, not able to get the first layup. Second one does go in.
Yeah, and you're under 30 seconds now. You don't need any stupid fouls getting into halftime. Somebody picking up a phantom second or third foul.
Yep.
Better play for the last possession, and let's go into halftime either down 1, tied, or with the lead.
Gaffney for
Boom.
the three,
Oh, I
just
thought it
off
was
the
going
heel.
in.
10 seconds here in the half. Gaylord looking to use up their final possession. Not before a foul. Oh, I apologize. A timeout call by Gaylord.
Yeah, you had a lot of action and noise going on down there. You had the student section trying to get them to shoot early, and you had the benches down here shouting.
Yep.
And then ended with a 30-second timeout.
And but we'll take it. Neither team wanted, just like you said, neither team wanted that foul. So while we have a moment, we want to thank our friends at Bingham Insurance. Running a small business can be risky, but one thing you can't leave to chance is your insurance coverage. Bingham Insurance wants to help keep you covered from the unexpected from happening. That's Bingham Insurance Company representing auto owners insurance. We have anything more coming in? Yes, we do. Angie Reynolds says, whoop. You guys are great. Love the commentary. Where's Ann? Well, thank you very much, Angie. Ann was not available here, and we've got Eric doing a great job for us tonight. So we'll see. We may have Ann in on some of our girls' varsity games. We'll have to work on that as we go on throughout the season. She's also doing a lot up there at the college at North Central in Petoskey. So with 4 seconds to go, Gaylord trying to take the last shot before the buzzer. No good. So they will remain with the 1 point, 24-23 lead going into the half. Eric, any final thoughts here before we send it into our Jimmy John's halftime show?
Very fun first half, and very impressed with Charlevoix's effort. Granted, they're down by 1 point, but much more active tonight than they were in the Petoskey game. Granted, they had a lead going in the Petoskey game, but it was kind of a slow-paced game that we saw from there. Not quite the action that we're getting here tonight. So again, much better effort. And on the defensive side, I think they're doing fine. They just need to, again, earlier on when the shot goes up, you got to find that body, make contact, and then go get the ball. Don't get caught standing and staring at the basket, because then even the short guys can come in and get a rebound. So go ahead and make that contact, make sure your guy can't get it, and then go get that ball, and let's break out for a fast break. But again, exciting first half with a 1 point difference.
Yep. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will step aside here for our Jimmy John's halftime show. We'll be back in about 4 minutes. Stay tuned.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Charlevoix State Bank was founded in 1994 to provide exceptional local service to our northern Michigan community. With 6 locations in Charlevoix, East Jordan, Boyne City, Ellsworth, and Beaver Island, we're here to make banking easy right here in your neck of the woods with people you know. Charlevoix State Bank believes in the positive lessons of high school athletics and is a proud sponsor of tonight's game.
Business owner, you learn to wear a lot of hats. The custodian hat, the IT hat, and well, you should have called a professional hat. Auto Owners takes care of your business insurance, so you can take care of everything else. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
All righty, welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to our Jimmy John's halftime show. Shane Smith, Eric Huffman bringing this one to you live from Charlevoix High School. First, we want to thank our friends at Jimmy John's. And Jimmy John's, away games call for freaky fast meals on the road. That's where Jimmy John's comes in to turn travel time into dinner time with their freaky fast gourmet sandwiches and their brand new location in Gaylord across from Hobby Lobby. Jimmy John's, freaky fast and freaky strong, so strong a tornado could not move them. All right, Eric. So the Raiders, close one here yet again against a big Class A school, 24-23. Now we've seen, obviously, a very fast-paced game, lots of defensive stands by the Raiders. A couple of possessions by Gaylord lasted 30-plus seconds long. We've seen some great rebounding, especially from the likes of Jackson Krause. So what are some things here so far that Charlevoix is going to have to adjust with to go against Gaylord to try and build upon their lead in the second half?
Offensively, I think they just need to keep doing what they're doing. They've got a good scheme going down there. They ran some good sets from the quarter court and even from the out of bounds underneath. They've had some good sets there too. Mm-hmm. The only issue from that is after it doesn't happen, I don't know if they've got where they can cycle through and reset, or if it's an offense where if you don't have anything, we just try to see what we can get out of it. Because what we end up with a lot of times is after it cycles through, you get a one-on-one action or somebody's looking to attack the basket. With their 5 out or their 4 out, 1 in, you're getting some nice weaves and screens and getting some backdoor cuts and some nice passes inside. So the inside game, I think, is what's going to be key for that. And then once if Gaylord decides to pack it in, it'll open up the outside shot, which they've been able to hit a couple tonight too. Defensively, I think it's basically just getting down to basics. Again, like I said, just before going into halftime, making sure you're finding a body on a man when the shot goes up, making sure they can't get it, going and getting that ball, and then getting down the court, filling your lanes. If you are not getting that rebound, that's a time where if you are a fast break team, if you know you're not getting that rebound, you should be going to where you should be heading for your fast break to get Gaylord in the running game too. Those split seconds, half seconds, full seconds that you can take advantage of to keep them running. If you're in better shape, it's only going to wear them down. And if you're in better shape, that always bodes well for you towards the end of the game because you'll be the fresher team. And if you can play and shoot on tired legs, it gives you the advantage.
Well, we'll have to see how that works out because Gaylord is definitely, they have a little bit more weapons to their arsenal. They've been able to sub in more players than Charlevoix has so far in this game. So that tired legs thing may factor in later on. We'll have to see. But in the meantime, we are going to call it good on our Jimmy John's halftime show. We're going to step aside for a couple more commercial breaks. We'll get you some halftime stats here before we begin the second half. And then, of course, we've got 16 more minutes of action down there on the court. So we'll be back here in just a couple of minutes. Stay tuned. Yep.
Business owner, you learn to wear a lot of hats. The custodian hat, the IT hat, and well, you should have called a professional hat. Auto Owners takes care of your business insurance, so you can take care of everything else. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehouseCharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We're just about a minute and a half away from beginning our second half of action here in the house that Haskey built. First, we want to get through a couple of more live reads, thanking our sponsors. And so we'll begin by thanking Charlevoix State Bank. During a time of mergers, acquisitions, and name changes, the founders of Charlevoix State Bank saw a need for a truly local bank focused on our community and strong customer relationships. Those values continue to drive us today as we support high school athletics through our support of tonight's game. We also want to thank Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport is your gateway to northern Michigan, and now is the time to fly TVC. TVC Airport will also get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world with 6 airlines: American, Allegiant, Avelo, Delta, Sun Country, and United. To plan your next getaway today, visit tvcairport.com. And there's the man, the myth, the legend himself, Eric Huffman, right back here. Yeah, right, delivering our halftime stats.
Yeah, for Gaylord, 2 players, Caden Keck and Noah Vanderveer, both have 6 points to lead Gaylord. And for the Raiders, like we talked about, Jackson Krause with 11 points.
Wow, very nice. Yeah, he's done a lot of the legwork so far in this game, not only in the scoring, but the rebounding side of things as well, giving Raiders a number of second chances there under the basket, as well as getting some good takeaways from Gaylord.
Yeah, and we had talked about conditioning our legs just before we went to break again.
Yeah.
And to go back to the Petoskey game, what happened in the second half, again, Charlevoix had a 10-point lead at halftime, and it looked like conditioning and their legs went away from them in the second half until they got that second wind in the fourth period to bring them back after Petoskey gained the lead. But much more active tonight, so be curious to see if they can sustain it for the whole game.
Well, with that, Gaylord starting off here to begin your second half in Charlevoix. Back around we go. Top of the arc, None other than Cale Deere taking the three-pointer, no good. First rebound of the game, or the second half, goes to Gaylord. Keck in control now, going against Kraus. He works his way in, back over to Vanderveer. He'll try and shove his way in, no good there. Passes back out to Glazier.
Yeah, I don't know if the audience heard. Probably could have gotten a 3-second call on that.
Yeah. Coach Troshak there, not a fan of that missed call. Working the baseline is Deere, up and in for 2.
Yeah, he had to bend his body and got up there and ended up with the 2 points.
So Gaylord with the biggest lead they've had pretty much this entire game, if my memory's not mistaking me, with 3 points, 26-23. And Vitaly Collins trips over himself there.
He might have got saved on that.
He might have, yeah. I didn't see a whole lot of contact there, but the refs are calling Deere on that foul.
And again, for the most part, both defenses have been keeping good spacing when they're playing one-on-one. So when they get that action, you're going to give the refs a reason to call it. They're going to call it.
Yeah. So that'll be his second foul, team's first in this period. As we go, Gaffney to Vitaly Collins in the corner, back up top once again. Gaffney working his way, loses control of it, tries to get it off to Watkins. Not good on the pass there, back the other way. Just a little bit too in front of himself once again.
Yeah, looked like more of a one-on-one, going to attack and see if I couldn't create possibly a dish off of that. Need to get into our sets and start some weave action, set some screens.
So here we go, Vanderveer. Back around to Deere now, going for the long two-pointer, no good there.
Nice box out and rebound by Kraus.
Yep. And here we go once again with Gaffney. Gaffney and Kraus show so far tonight. Not a whole lot of other supporting characters helping, although Pearl pulls up there, no good.
Yeah, that's his distance too, just a missed shot.
Yeah. Just under 6.5 to go here in the third period. Gaylord still with a 3-point lead, no good on the 3-ball. Back in the hands of Kraus. Keck on the shot there. Ryan Pearl driving in, back up to Kraus now. Gaffney spin his way inside.
Yes,
delivers.
nice drive. Got position on him, went up strong.
1 point, 26-25 game. Connor Fake staring down Gaffney. Gets that one back over to Glazier. Now to Vanderveer.
Yeah, got kind of a mismatch down low with Gaffney.
Vanderveer drives that one inside. A bit of a flop there by Watkins. He comes away with the rebound anyway. Vitaly Collins gains control, holds up for a second. Back around we go. Collins pulls up this time. Drains that one in.
Good. Use that screen. Got good distance for the pull-up jumper.
The Raiders now, the 4 unanswered, gets them into the lead by 1, 27-26. 5:15 to go in the third. Keck brings that one home for the Blue Devils.
Just a good, tough shot over the defense.
Back and forth we go. Vitaly Collins back to Gaffney. Taking a moment here, gets it back to Ryan Pearl. Gaffney again. Trying to get something, not a whole lot of penetration inside so far to begin this second half. Well, we see a moment there, and that'll be another foul against the Blue Devils.
Right idea.
So that will go against, I believe that's Connor Fake.
Yeah, have we gotten all the numbers figured out yet?
Well, I thought so. Then I see something else on the board that I'm not familiar with. So I believe that is Connor Fake, though. That'll be his second foul of the evening. With Glazier now.
Nope. Possible push off there.
Back to Vanderveer. Fake once more. 4:15 here in the third quarter.
And good help defense getting into the paint, stopping those drives.
Yeah, I mean, really, there is nothing getting
Keeping
past
out
that arc
perimeter
right now.
reminds me of the first half.
Good job there by Gaffney. Vanderveer with it once again to Glazier. He'll try for the 3, off the glass by a mile. Got tired of that possession.
Nice
wanted to get
defensive
something going.
stance.
Gaffney floats that one up and away, takes a bad bounce right back in the hands of Deere.
It's before that shot he was thinking about passing over here and decided for the floater.
One could even say the hoofs of deer. I try. I mean, I've been trying to think of something to use for fake all night.
You got to smile out of me, buddy. It's all good.
Well, that's good. Oh, boy. Deer here. Lets that one rip. No good.
Yeah, they'll go Pearl with the push off.
Yeah. Well, you always like to see from the refs here, and I'm sure you've experienced this, try to balance out the foul calls. Right now, Gaylord's up 2-0 over the Raiders. Try and balance things out a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't start complaining until it got to like 5-0 or 6-1 or something like that, and I might give them a little look and say, hey, how about a little help? But no, not yet.
So Ryan Pearl, they're picking up his second. Vanderveer with a high pass.
Good job by Pearl.
Yes, indeed. Pearl had to get some 2 feet off the ground for that one. We tick down here.
Nice look, too. He had him. Hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands.
Get the clock readjusticated there. Glazier on the inbound. Neither team has scored here within the last about minute and a half or so of gameplay. 28-27 remains the score. Well, unfortunately, Coach is not a valid player for Gaylord right now as that one bounces off his shoulder.
Yeah, active hands by Kraus knocking it out.
Checking in for Gaylord, 32, Slezak.
Coming back in now is Slezak, number 32 there on your screen for the Blue Devils. Connor Fake taking care of the inbound. Things have slowed down here a little bit, too, in the last couple of minutes as well. Watkins, though, still providing to be pesky as ever there on the defensive side of things. As Keck takes that one in, whistle blown.
I think we're getting a timeout.
Yep, by Gaylord. Okay, so we're going to bring Coach Huffman back into this here. Pace has slowed down a little bit. Shots haven't gone in like they were earlier on. It's been a couple minutes since scoring. What are we looking here for adjustments, especially if you're Gaylord, who has been kept basically around the perimeter so far these last couple of game minutes?
Yeah, Gaylord probably needs to put something on their board different than what they've been doing. Charlevaux's been doing a nice job. They got away from it a little bit, but for the most part, Charlevaux's done a great job tonight with their help defense getting in the paint. Gaylord's trying to get it into the paint, and they're always trying to do the weave action or trying to get it down in there. Maybe set something up to get it outside, get some screens or a double screen for a pass over the top for an outside shot on the outside. You've got to set some things up to get that defense to want to come out and draw out of the paint. I believe we talked about in the last game that we did about how I talked about most of your percentages of shots, 70% usually from the free throw line extended in and 30% out from the three-point range. Obviously, Charlevoix is taking care of that 70% right now. So you've got to hit some of those outside shots if you're Gaylord from that 30% range to get that defense to come out, or else you're just going to keep packing it in. So let's see if they draw something up and change it up a little bit from the Gaylord end.
Okay. They have the ball here, 28-27. Got a newcomer
nice
in here.
Screen for a three out in the wing. Ooh.
No good. A couple of bounces off the glass and the iron and goes right back in the hands of the Raiders. The sub is 15.
Nice drive in bucket. Had him one-on-one, got him out of position.
Logan,
nice take by Watkins.
Yep, yes indeed. And Carter Greenacre is the sub in for the Raiders now. So we've got Slezak trying to work his way in. Gets that one, a nice banker off
So
the
that
glass.
looks like that's the key. They are giving up some baseline to get some baseline help. The problem is that's a nice shot.
Yeah. The problem is that's a nice shot. Okay. Well, speaking of nice shots here, Gaffney.
Yeah, nice pull up.
Drains that one in.
Oh, look out. Pearl sliding down the court.
A little smirk there on his face as he goes back down. Keck working his way in. No good over Greenacre. The opposing number 11, Kraus, there to pick things back up for the Raiders.
Yep. Good lanes filled. Got your man in the middle and another nice drive.
And Pearl left open gets the Raider bounce, and the Raiders take a three-point
Three lanes
lead.
filled and found the guy in the middle. Nice job.
Yeah. The biggest lead that the Raiders have had since midway through the second period. Only 3 points, mind you. with 1:12 to go here in the third. Gaylord trying to come back here. And they bring it within 2 off a nice shove in there.
Yeah, one-on-one. His teammate shielded the defender down low so he could take the layup.
Watkins gets that one intercepted by Mr. Fake.
Yeah,
once
just a
again.
bad pass.
Yep. And that'll be a foul against Joe Gaffney. And the 2 points are in. Gaylord faithful
even though,
were happy with that one.
And even though you may be going straight up and got your arms up, if you're moving and you're contacting with the body, obviously it's a foul.
So Connor Fake here getting his name called a lot in recent minutes. Going for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way and in to replace Vanderveer. It's Caven Cole. Refs here having a little confab.
Raider foul 5, Joe Gaffney, his second.
So that'll be Joe Gaffney's second foul.
There was a question about who the foul was actually on, I guess.
Gotcha.
Connor Fake.
And it's good. 2-point lead here by Gaylord, 35-33. Watkins to Pearl. Back around to Gaffney. Boy, he's quick. Trying to work his way inside. Goes for the 15-footer. No good. Well short. And Caven Cole there taking it end to end. No good on the layup. Back in the hands of Slezak, though. And
that should be a charge.
Yes,
yeah, he had
is.
position. Nice job on the defensive end.
Wow. That was clear as day. Gaffney taking one big time there.
Yeah, I used to award, when I coached, I used to award, when we scrimmaged, I would award a team 5 points if they took a charge.
Wow.
To enhance the kids to take a charge.
Yeah. So that'll go against Ethan Kent there. His first foul of the game, and boy, he got his first one in a big way. So Gaylord holds that slim 2-point lead, 35-33. Kraus back around to Pearl now, inside to Kraus once
again. He had 2 guys and found Kraus. Yeah, Kraus has the hot hand for sure.
Kraus with a big game tonight. His girlfriend standing right next to me, operating our camera. Mary Crockett at the moment. And no good on the buzzer beater 3 by Connor Fake. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, a tie ball game, 35 apiece here as we go into the 4th period. You couldn't ask for much better, Eric.
No, very exciting game, back and forth action. Good offense, good defense, good up and down running the floor too. It's going to be, it could be last possession or who makes the least amount of mistakes in this last period.
Yeah. So while we've got a second, we've got one more bill to pay, and then we're all taken care of here on the tab for Next Level Broadcasting.
We miss you,
tonight.
Charles.
That's right. Taking a nice vacation down there with his girlfriend Jessica in Aruba. And Eric, you might be familiar with this sponsor of ours, the Lake House.
I do know that place.
I think you might. From the moment you walk into the Lake House, the essence of easy living and life on the water shines through. They offer unique gifts, including wedding, home accessories, and furry friend items. Our assortment of gifts and home decor is perfect for your home, cottage, or boat. Come visit the Lake House to commemorate your visit to one of Michigan's premier resort destinations. They are located at 403 Bridge Street, or visit them online at thelakehouseCharlevoix.com. You know what, Eric? I lied one more time. We've got one more live read to get taken care of later for Jimmy Johnson. Then we'll be all set.
It's not polite to lie.
I know.
Yeah, great job, Charlevoix, showing up for the holiday parade and the Christmas tree lighting. Man, what a great event that was. We walked in the parade. We had our dogs, Charlie and Mac, walking with us.
Nice. Always good to get the furry friends involved.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Charlie's a celebrity anyway.
Oh, he is.
Okay. She, yes.
Oh, she. I apologize.
Yeah, I would just obviously a boy name. So yeah, I understand the mistake.
Yeah. My apologies to Charlie.
Her name was actually Charlevoix. We just call her Charlie.
Oh, okay.
So, back to the action.
Gotcha.
Here we go.
All right, Joe Gaffney here. The final 8 minutes of this game going to boil down in a big way with Ryan Pearl taking the first 3 of this period. No good.
Oh boy,
Joe Gaffney kind of
no
got
shot
away
clock.
From
maybe would look for a better shot.
Okay. 35 all right now. Kent working his way around. gets to Slezak.
Oh, he had the dump off on the backside.
No good on 3-ball there. The putback also by Cole, no good. The Raiders come away off another good defensive effort.
And it makes you wonder with a tight game if somebody will get tight because they're worried about making a mistake.
Ryan Pearl gets that one blocked by Cole. Regains it though. Vitaly Collins for the 3. Got that one tipped, falls short. And we've got another whistle called, foul against Gaylord. And that'll go against Cale Deer.
Again, in tie game, you don't have to force it. Plenty of time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's make sure we get a good shot. Doesn't necessarily have to be the best shot, but let's make sure we're getting a good shot, not forcing it.
Vitaly Collins to Kraus. So far, who has the most points this entire game. Gaffney lays one up the hole for 2.
Nice take, protecting his body and going up with the one hand.
Yeah. Raiders retake the lead 37-35. 6:45 to go in the game. Connor Fake working against Gaffney. Flings that one over to Slezak. No good on the shot there. Vitaly Collins on the rebound. That is one thing that the Raiders have improved dramatically on compared to last week is the rebound game.
Yes, and they, again, 3 lanes filled, and he had 2 trailers. They didn't have anything, and they set up the offense. Nice job. Didn't rush it.
6.5 to go, just under that. And a block there by Caven Cole, remaining Raider ball.
Gaffney tried the same scoop, and he was ready to knock that one away.
Caven's like, fool me once, shame on me, or fool me twice, shame, however that saying goes. You know what I mean. I butchered that. Oh, well.
Looks like I got another timeout.
Yeah, we do. Okay. So, obviously, not a whole lot to talk about on the Raiders side of the ball. Just keep doing what they're doing, I imagine. Eric, anything that you would give for Gaylord right now?
You know, I think I'll just talk about both sides right now. I just, like I said, you wonder if somebody's going to get tight because of it being a close game. You don't want to make that mistake, or and all of a sudden you're not being as fluent or not enough continuity because you're worried about making that mistake, and it slows you and the team down. You know, you need to just keep doing what you're doing. You've gotten this far, and it's a tied game. Why would you need to sit back? You know, if you all of a sudden are down 4 or 5, 6 points, then maybe change something up, but there's no need to change something right now.
Yeah.
And right now with Charlevoix with a 2-point lead, why change it?
Right. We've got another message coming in here from the Blue Kingdom. Let's go Carter. Carter Greenacre there, getting some minutes, several different points across today's game so far. As the Raiders maintain that narrow 2-point, 37-35 lead, trying to get a win here against a Class A opponent. Gaffney for the long ball. That one falls well short. Not seeing his usual 3-point prowess like we saw last season. And trying to draw a charge there. No good.
No.
But we've got one there.
So Gaffney should go down and either shake the hand of his teammate or give him a small hug after the game, because that bad shot by him was covered up by the nice charge at the other end.
Yeah.
Don't need to force that long 3 when you got a 2-point lead.
So that will bring Caven Cole out. That was his 5th foul of this game. Gaylord losing a big piece here defensively with just under 6 minutes to go in the game.
And here we are in the 4th period, and give credit to Charlevoix. Still active legs and hands.
Yep. Nearly, and it is taken away there. Cole going all the way. No good on the shot.
Yeah, he high-pointed the block. Nice block by Kraus.
Vitaly Collins.
No reason to call that one. That was a good block.
And Gaffney not able to connect.
Yeah, those one-footed, one-handed layups. We're going to have to change that a little bit.
And here we go. Oh, Jackson Kraus thought he had a good block. That'll be called against him. And I do want to make a quick correction and apology there. The young man who went out for Gaylord was number 5, Cale Deer, not number 4, Caven Cole. It was Deer who had his 5th foul.
And it's possible he might have gotten all ball, but you're really close to the hand too. And any time you come down with any type of down motion, you're given the official reason to make that call.
First free throw, no good. And the second one goes in for Cole.
That was a dart.
1-point game, 37-36. You don't get any closer than that.
That one was in or not.
Tally Collins meeting all he can handle with Cole right now. Back to Kraus. Gets that one up and in again. Give the ball to that young man tonight.
And if I needed a bucket right now, I'd go 4 out, 1 in, put him on the block, and let him go to work.
Okay. Here we go. The answer back, though, by Grayson Glazier.
Yeah, again, giving up that baseline, you may need to change that with a close game like this because they're getting those drives too close, at least to the short corner, if not closer.
We saw this last year, a close game between these two schools, and it's shaping up to be the exact same here. Vitaly Collins not able to deliver on that one. Gaylord taking a moment here. Fast-paced action here in the last about minute and a half or so of game time. Trying to reset some things. The 3 ball up and away, no good by Glazier. Gets his own rebound and the putback.
It was a forced 3, but no position on the rebound. Let him go up there and get it. And he can't have those second chance points.
So with that, Gaylord takes the lead after Charlevoix had it by 3 just a few moments ago, and Trocheck will take a timeout here. All right, while we have a moment, we do want to thank our friends at Jimmy John's one last time tonight. Away games call for freaky fast meals on the road. That's where Jimmy John's comes in to turn travel time into dinner time with their freaky fast gourmet sandwiches and their brand new location in Gaylord across from Hobby Lobby. That's Jimmy John's, freaky fast and freaky strong. So strong a tornado couldn't move them. And they're our official sponsor when we're over there in Gaylord of Next Level Broadcasting pregame meals. Okay, Eric. Charlevoix let go of a 3-point lead here, down 1. What are we thinking so far?
I think I want to do just like I said. I want to go 4 out, 1 in. I want to put Kraus on the block. Or if I want to, do 3 out, 2 in and set an opposite side screen for him. But I want to get him the ball somewhere around the block or within that triangle between the 2 blocks in the middle of the paint.
Okay.
Keep your guards up high. Keep your guards up top. So you've got defensive people back in case of a long rebound, steal, or whatnot. Or even if you make it, then you've got someone back for a quick inbounds pass too. But yes, get him down on the block, and then your low guys can come in and follow in for the rebound and put back.
Gotcha. All right. Just over 4 minutes to go in the game. Raiders have the possession. Possession arrow and a jump ball will favor Gaylord. Tally Collins working his way in.
Nice shot.
Drills that one. There we go. 1-point lead back to the Raiders. That's the name of this game all night long. 41-40, 3:52 to go.
Oh, gotta stay on the floor.
No good there initially by Ethan Kent, but I tell you what, Cave and Cole are right.
They haven't
back
really
there.
proven themselves from the outside. You know,
No.
you just show the hand, but don't overplay your player.
Gaffney shoves that one over to Pearl, and now back around to Collins in the corner. 3:30 to go. Pearl trying his hand here, going into the paint. Doesn't like that opportunity, gets it back up top to Watkins. 3:15 to go. Gaffney inside to Pearl. Now to Watkins. There you go.
Nice cut. Waited for the cut, got to hit him in the right spot for the layup.
43-42. Raiders back on top once again.
Ooh, that might have been. Yep. Yeah. Good job by the low official. It did. It went off the Blue Devils' leg.
Yep.
They're going to have a meeting about it. He thinks that the side official thinks that it didn't, but he caught it underneath. Good meeting of the minds and the right call.
All right. Cave and Cole there, not a fan of that one. So we've got just under 3 minutes to go. Raiders again with the chance here to try and make it a 2-possession game. Of course, if they went outside. That's not been the name of the game for either team so far. Gaffney pulls up from the free throw line.
Nice
drills
pull-up
it.
jumper.
45-42, 3-point lead once again. The biggest lead either team has had all game long is 4 points. Not a runaway by a stretch of the imagination on either side. Gaylord trying to use up a little bit of clock here. Gets it off to Connor Fake, working against Gaffney. Shoves it back over to Glazier.
The problem is it's quiet in the gym. Not a lot of talking going on right now. So your defenders need to start talking to each other so you're not giving up anything inside.
Noah Vanderveer Back to fake now, just under 2 minutes to go in the game. Good block by Jackson Krause.
Yes, another good defensive effort. No matter what, definitely our player of the game tonight.
Oh, my goodness. I was about to say the exact same thing. We were reading our minds there. Ryan Pearl trying everything he can. Gets it off to Krause. Now to Gaffney, working the baseline. Takes it all the way. That'll be knocked away by Caven Cole. Remaining Raider ball. Minute 36 to go in the game.
Yeah. If I had timeout, this is about right. Take one, and I'd set up the last minute 36 unless he's got his, and there we go.
That's why Eric Huffman is our color commentator for this game. I tell you what.
So what's going to happen is in the huddle, coach is going to go over the last minute 36, both sides. So if you're Charlevoix, you're going, okay, we're up 3, minute 36. If we're up 5, this is what's going to happen. If we're still up 3, this is what's going to happen. If they score and it's only a 1, this is what's going to happen. Granted, there aren't a lot of people in the gym, but at the same time, you've got to talk to your players and make sure they are communicating with each other because they are not going to hear every instruction coming out of your mouth, especially when it's crunch time like this because everybody's going to be shouting towards the end of the game. So make sure you're communicating well.
Yeah. All right.
But you don't need to force anything.
No.
And the same thing with Gaylord, too. You're going, okay, we're down 3. This is what we need to do. If we end up 5, this is what we need to do to get a quick score. And then they're probably setting up some type of press to try to force the action, try to get a steal. So we'll see how both teams set up coming out of this.
And ladies and gentlemen, we do want to thank you all for tuning into this one tonight. What a great game it's been, back and forth action. The last minute and a half, if there's anybody that you know that would like to watch this game, bringing them in because we've got a great one here, one of the best we've seen so far this season.
Best out of our 3 games so far this year.
That's right. Pearl gets that one off to Krause. Knocked away by Vanderveer.
Just before a 5-second call, they got Krause floating in there, and they're going to get a foul.
Yeah.
Whew, that was close to 5 seconds.
So that'll go against Vanderveer, his second. Team's third in this period. 2 more fouls, and that'll automatically get them to the free throw after each one. Krause with the hot hands tonight. Gets that one just short.
So young Padawan, you're gonna watch this like we talked about before. What's he gonna do with his knees and his follow through?
Okay. Just takes a bad bounce there. Raiders fighting for it. Still loose ball. Gaylord ultimately comes away with it.
You gotta get up. You gotta get up. I know. You can't worry about it. You gotta get up and sprint down. Play some defense.
And that's missed. No good there on the shot by Caden Keck. Not able to get that one to fall in. 70 seconds to go in the game. Vitaly Collins gets that one broken away.
Let's see.
Bodies flying all over.
Let's see what we're going to call.
Okay, Charlevoix timeout.
So the official's going to give them a timeout. The question will be, was there a possession because the ball was loose? The official's saying the timeout was called before he lost the ball.
Well, so far that's standing. 30-second timeout here called by the Raiders.
So fortunate. The Raiders will keep possession and still up 3.
30-second timeout taken by the Raiders.
Again, a 3-pointer will tie the game, so you want a good defensive stand. If you're Gaylord, you don't need to force anything. If Charlevoix scores, you're probably looking to start going for steals on passes or inbounds. It doesn't matter if they foul or not. You got to start forcing the action. But if it's 3 points or less, you still got a chance to play some good defense and play in their face. You know, they haven't played a perfect game. Charlevoix has been capable of turning the ball over, missing a shot or whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
So just play good in-your-face defense. You might even get a 5-second call if you just play in their face and they're just looking to dribble the ball.
And here they did there just a moment ago. 1 minute, 6 seconds to go to decide this one. Raiders still holding on to a slim 3-point lead. Ryan Pearl to inbound. Gets it off to Gaffney.
Yeah, the right one to get it to.
1 minute exactly now. Clock ticking. Bouncer over to Watkins. Works his way to the baseline, back to Collins.
Charlevoix's not going to force a shot. They're looking to stall. What they need to do is spread it out, make that defense come and get you. That way you can drive, except you get the wide open one like that.
That's right.
It can only be a wide open shot. Otherwise, you're looking to drive and dish it to the open guy when they double team.
Vitaly Collins couldn't have been more open if he tried, and that gives the biggest lead that either team has had so far tonight with 5 points. No good on the 3 ball.
Possession
from Caden
first.
Keck, yep.
Nope.
Still remaining Gaylord ball. Keck once again. Inside to Vanderveer, just short once again on the little floater there.
Don't need to force it. There you go. Just keep possession of the ball. You're up 5. You don't need to sprint down the floor or hurry something. Keep possession. They're either going to follow you or they're going to come close to you or try to double team you and someone's going to be open. So just be patient and take your time.
Okay.
And even if they press, if you're patient, you can beat just about any press as long as you have patience.
Raiders with 1 foul to give before they'll be going to the free throw line, caused by Gaylord. With 13 seconds, a little clock mismanagement here by Gaylord, leaving Cross.
And one.
To
so
drill in 2.
Miscommunication with the Blue Devils after Charlevoix kept possession on that long pass. They weren't quite sure what was going on. And just kind of an Olay defense and just kind of let them drive and ended up with the and one.
There's another B team I'm thinking of here within the last week that had some miscommunication at a very important moment of the game, and that was the Bears against the Lions here last week.
I believe somebody lost their job for that.
Yeah. Matt Eberflus, if you're looking for a coaching position. Krause not able to get that one to fall in.
We've got our coach. Thank you.
Yep. One last 3-point shove by Vanderveer, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the final buzzer in this game. Raiders come away in a big win, 49-42 over the Gaylord Blue Devils.
Yeah, what a tremendous effort by Charlevoix tonight. The one thing I was worried about, and I probably said it like a broken record tonight, were they going to keep their legs tonight? Were they going to stay fresh? Were they going to fade like they did in the other game? Were mistakes going to be an issue? And they definitely picked things up from the final game or from the last game, whether it was getting in the gym and more practice or in the film room. But a nice overall effort. Granted, always some things to work on, no matter the outcome of the game. But a much better performance from start to finish from the Raiders tonight.
That's exactly right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for Eric and I, that will take care of it here as the Raiders come away victorious in Charlevoix for their home opener. If you're interested, see us right back here again on this very same channel tomorrow night as we go down to Elk Rapids, where the Elks take on the Northmen of Petoskey. So that'll be a great game. We're happy to bring that one to you here.
Yeah, we just saw Elk Rapids, and we just saw them both last week. Petoskey, a young team.
Yep.
And Elk Rapids, a very game team, had a nice game with Glen Lake that we saw last week.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you right back here again tomorrow night. Until then, have a great evening, and we wish you all the best. And thank you so much for tuning in with Next Level Broadcasting in association with Raider Athletics. Good night. That was good.